Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Casey. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back. I put up a What's for Dinner video every Sunday. I hope you all get some inspiration from these meals. We have been self-isolated for a couple of weeks now. I have 8 dinners in this video, and I hope it gives you all inspiration. And I hope everybody is safe and healthy and has everything they need during this time. On Sunday, we had Chickencacciatore. You will need bell peppers, 2 packages of the dried Italian seasoning mix, 2 cans of tomatoes seasoned however you choose, and then you will also need rice and chicken. First, I'm just going to get the bell peppers cut up, and I have the rice cooking already. Then I'm just going to get the chicken cut up and get it started. We just serve it on rice with a salad. I had some lettuce left from the tacos the night before, so I just cut that up. Then we added cheese and ranch to our salads and the salad topping. And that's going to be all for Sunday. On Monday, I had a 2-pound of ground beef that had to be cooked. So I'm going to do a small pot of chili, and I'm also going to make some sloppy joes. So here I'm just adding a can of tomatoes and tomato paste. And then I'm going to add corn. I don't drain the corn. And a little bit of water, salt and pepper, garlic powder. And then once I get that meat done, I'm going to be adding 1 pound of the ground beef to this chili. I also added a tablespoon of the dark chili powder. So I'm just going to get this mixed up really good and bring to a boil. Then I'll put a top on it and turn it down and just let it sit until I get the meat cooked. So the pot of chili is done now. I'm just going to add this small can of manwich to the remaining pound of ground beef. This is my plate. I just wanted a manwich and some plain chips. And I did fix my son a bowl of chili. I added some cheese and tortilla chips and pickles to the side. And that was all for Monday. On Tuesday, we are putting some chicken and burgers on the grill. I'm also making a can of baked beans, so I used about a fourth of the pound, it might be 2 pounds of ground beef for the baked beans. So I'm just going to get that cooked first, and I will put a little bit of brown sugar in there, and then the family size can of baked beans when that meat was done. So this is everything finished. We had the chicken and burgers. I fixed some corn, and this is the chicken flavored noodles. And the baked beans, I just followed the package instructions on the noodles. And we also cooked some tater tots. This is my plate. I had some chicken, corn, the noodles, and baked beans. And on Wednesday, I had 3 pieces of that grilled chicken left over from grilling. So I just put that in a pot with some chicken broth. And then once it was soft and warmed through, I just shredded it up and I added some carrots and some chicken bouillon. And then I will add some egg noodles and made some homemade chicken noodle soup. And that's it. That's simple. I just served it with crackers. Then on Thursday, my cousin Brooke is going to make a apricot pork tenderloin. So she's going to use this whole jar of apricot preserves and some Worcestershire sauce, ginger, and thyme, I believe is what all she puts in here. And then she's going to put the pork tenderloin in the dish that she's going to cook it and rub extra virgin olive oil all over it, season it with salt and pepper. And then she's going to put this mixture that she's doing right now, she'll put on top of the meat. And I think she cooked it for, it was 45 minutes to an hour on 375. Now she's also going to saute these fresh green beans. She's making a package of stovetop stuffing and the chicken flavor, and she just follows the instructions on the back for that. For these green beans, she's going to steam them in a little bit of water, and then once they're tender, she drains the water, and then she'll add some extra virgin olive oil and I think some butter and season it. And we are also going to have the 2 little packages of instant macaroni and cheese for the kids. This is everything. We ended up also having 2 cans of corn, the chicken flavored stovetop stuffing, the fresh green beans, and she got all of the tenderloin cut up. Have the 2 little packages of macaroni and cheese for the kids, and then some rolls. And here's my plate. Everything was so good. And on Friday, my cousin Brooke started this beef pot roast around 11:30 this morning, and we ate it around 6 o'clock that night. It's just a beef pot roast with potatoes, carrots, and onions on it. Please enjoy this little blooper I kept in here for y'all. I was doing this, trying to do this, but it's probably not good. You're welcome. So I have to have ranch on mine and, of course, Louisiana hot sauce. On Saturday, everybody wanted chicken hibachi, so here I'm just getting the onions cut up, and then I'm going to be cutting up some broccoli as well and some chicken. So the first thing I'm going to do is get about 3/4 of a stick of butter started melting to get the chicken cooked. And then once the chicken gets cooked, I will add the broccoli and onions to that and get that stirred around a little. And then I will add this P.F. Chang's teriyaki sauce. And you will just need to add this to taste, your family's preference. There's not, I mean, you can use as much or as little as you'd like, just depending on what your family likes. Now here I am making the homemade fried rice. You just want to scramble 2 eggs in butter, seasoned with salt and pepper, and you do want to scramble them pretty hard. And then add some frozen peas and carrots. And your rice needs to be cold. You cannot make this with hot rice. It will turn into a mushy mess. And then you just add soy sauce to taste and a little bit of salt and just cook it until the peas and carrots are warmed through, and your fried rice is done. That's going to wrap up this week's What's for Dinner video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to become a part of the family. Thank you all for watching.